Morning guys, Janine back again, Friday, yay! For those of us who have a weekend off, for those of us who don't, hope your weekend work goes okay. Alright, so I'm going to make breakfast. Not going to have me normal strawberries now from this morning because I can feel it. I know that my body needs something else. So I've had my little avocado in the sun for a little while. It's still a bit hard, but it'll have to do. They're them ones that you put them in the fridge, get a 4-pack in Aldi, and they ripen themselves. However, I haven't took it out. I took it out last night, so it's okay. I'll eat it. It's edible. It's not as soft as it could be maybe, but I'll still enjoy it. And I've got my little butter. I've had that in the sun. I told you, didn't I buy a block of butter, and then because I live on my own with Cece, my dog, and she doesn't eat butter, I just take some out when I need it, and then use that, and then keep it in that plastic bag, and it just saves it going off, especially as the weather's getting warmer if you're in the UK. And then I've got me bread that I made yesterday. You know, I was saying about the hollow and tap it, and I didn't know what hollow sounded like. This does actually sound hollow. So I've got that, and then I'm gonna show you. I said, didn't I, yesterday, I'd show you how to poach an egg really easily. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna have avocado with some buttered, either bread or toast. I haven't decided yet. With some eggs and a little bit of salt on the top. So that'll be nice. I was talking about the way you listen to what your body's telling you, and this morning I feel I need something like solid, whereas when I make me breakfast with me yogurt and my Greek yogurt and me fruit and me nuts and all that, it's lovely, but I know I need something more today. Does that make sense? And just bear in mind, if you're watching or you're just starting on your journey, whether it be healthy eating or making a conscious choice to eat a better diet on a budget, of course, on a budget. This is all out of the shopping list as well, the April challenge. Then I'm a lot further along than where I was, say, 18 months ago. Would it be 18 months? Stopped drinking in December 2023. So anyway, you know me and dates, but I'm further along. So if you're just starting on your journey, it takes a while to learn and to lean into what your body wants and needs. And I still have my off days, but I'll have days where, I think I said, I don't count my calories anymore. I've not done that for about, I think this is my 3rd week, because I'm at my target now, the weight that I'd like to be. So I've decided to put me NutriCheck down, just do a test for a month, see whether I can still keep my weight, not follow calories religiously, and just eat more on days when I'm hungry, eat less on days when I'm not. And so far it seems to be working for me. I've maintained, I go between £2 up and £2 down, but that's fine. You know, if you eat more carbohydrates, then your body's going to retain more water, but you can't put £2 on in a day. It's impossible. So I know, whereas the old me, years gone by, would have thought, I've put £2 on, I can't eat today. No, it doesn't work like that. But it takes time. I am, so December 23, and then we came into 24, and then I started to look at it then, and then I got really serious about it in May 24. Just started to really look at food and processed food and all that. So yeah, but I'm a little bit way in. I'm still learning. Every day's a school day, but I'll share this with you today, and then I'll show you the poached egg, how to do it really easy, and we'll have a nice breakfast. I'm having a little cup of coffee, a little decaf. I do like my coffee, but I only have one normal one of a morning with the caffeine in. And then following that, I'll have decaf. I do like coffee. It's very nice. Right, let's get started. So, be careful with this avocado. You're just gonna follow, but take your time. Follow your knife round like that. You know, don't rush. Just keep looking. Gentle, gentle. Just takes time, guys. Put your knife. If you lose your space and you have to find another way in, that's fine. But see the way it's just turn around like that, and that's it. I've cut the seed in half, classic Janine style. But if you know me, you know me. And then what I'll do is I'll get a spoony, and then see, this is quite hard, but I'll work the spoon round the outside like that. There's no hard and fast rules to doing it. This is quite tough, but the avocado is not as ripe as it could be, but I need some substance this morning. I know that yogurt's just not going to cut it. Do you know what I mean? So I need some substance. So just do your best. Your best is always good enough. And then just pull it off like so. Bit of a mismatch. Get your spoon again. Find your way in. And then it'll just come off like that. Just keep pushing it on. You might lose a bit in the process, but hey ho. And then there's a tiny little bit on there, so just get your spoon, pick it off. Don't use a knife. Well, I wouldn't use a knife because I'm a clumsy Clara. I am. So I'm just going to cut that now, so I'll pause you, bear with. I'm just slicing it. I've sliced the avocado seed as well, because that's easier. That knife's not dead sharp either. These slice quite easy, so you slice it, then it comes out. So just put your knife in there. Oh, it's coming out easily now. Some days they don't, some days they do. Do you know what I mean? So but yeah. So I'll just slice it. I'm not going to show you, and don't slice your knife on your hand. I'll just wash my hands. Diddly do. I'll show you. Bear with me. I'm getting me stand soon. Well, it's not arrived yet, but I'm just going to show you. So just gentle. So it's quite soft enough for me. So that's how you slice. So there's my loaf. I've just sliced that. So I'm going to toast it. I'm going to have it toasted. So that's just toasting now. When I make a piece of toast, I always let it cool down before I butter it. I think it's nicer, and you use less butter. And as I said to you, if you can save something on one meal, you can allow for the next. That's my psychology on it. Anyway, I wanted to show you my knife. See this? I've had it years. I got it in a charity shop. I gave one to Abigail as well. They're really old now. If you go to charity shops, sometimes you'll be lucky enough to see, and they'll be selling a set. They do come about. I seen some in the charity shop just the other day. You don't often see them now because they are quite old, but they're butter and cheese knives, and they're not sharp. That's what I use to do my butter with. So I'm just going to check on my toast. Oh, it's popped up. There with. Must have got something in the bottom of my toaster because something's burning a bit. But that's brown quite nice. That's enough for me. Don't like it too brown. So I'll just let them cool down. Right. That's the bread I made yesterday. Turned out alright in the end. And I topped it. So I'm going to do the poach down now and show you how to do it. It's dead easy. Bear with. So all you're doing is letting that boil like that ferociously. It's boiling quite fast, but you have to trust the process. So I'm going to try and crack my egg in now and show you. Bear with me. So I've cracked my egg in. You have to trust the process. Leave it on the high heat, so that's on that ring on a high heat, and just trust the process. You don't have to cover it or anything like that, you know, and it will work. Well, it does for me. Well, we'll see. You know, if you wanted to, you could push that up a little bit. Now, is it the Claridge's style poached egg? Perfect? No, but it makes a good poached egg, honestly, it really, really does. So that's that so far. And you see the way it's just taken now. And it does work. It took me a couple of goes to get it, but it does work, guys. So have a go. But you can see it's all covered over now. So what I've done is just switched it off, and I'll leave it in there just while I butter my toast and get my avocado prepped, and then I'll show you what I do, okay? So that's staying in the pan, and it's going to stay nice and warm and hot. Don't drain it off yet. And then I'm just going to butter my toast. What I learn is, like I have learned, so this is cool now, so when I put this butter on, it'll go a lot further and it'll just taste as nice. So that sometimes we just have to trust the process, don't we, and think, what's the worst that can happen? The yolk might break, it might go wrong, but we've still got an egg at the end of it. You know, and a nice breakfast. I always now, because time gone by, I haven't, as I said before, everything has to be just so perfect. And as I said, if you strive for well, from my point of view, if you strive for perfection in yourself all the time, then the likelihood is you're going to expect it in others. So that's just that buttered now. You use a lot less butter than you would if it was hot. It's all about making little savings, isn't it? Little savings, big wins. But yeah, that's what I found, because I was miserable as well, you know, when I think back. Because I was so, like, wanted to be a perfectionist. I expected everyone else to be the same, and it doesn't make a good remedy for me, to be fair. So what, I'll lift that off now, just be careful. And what I do is, so I get a metal spoon or a plastic one if you've got one. It's not going to melt it if it's a plastic one. And I'm going to put my spoon in there to just move it round, just in case it's a little bit stuck. And then, firstly, I'm going to put my avocado. I'm going to put that back. You have to excuse me, I'm a bit shaky today, guys, but I am a little bit shaky on some days. So I'm just going to put my avocado on the top. Now I've tasted this. It's quite soft, actually. I'm pleased with that. So, put my avocado on top. I'll show you in a minute. And this is a really, really lovely breakfast. And it'll fill you up. And it's just a bit of a change. So, I was going to say before about the avocado that it's hard because you can't judge when you want to have a breakfast. But to be fair, I got that out last night. And I thought, if I don't have it tomorrow, I'll have it sometime over the weekend, because I know I'm going to get that feeling where my stomach's like, give me something more, Janine, I want something more. So, you know, and I put it in the sun this morning on the windowsill, and it's turned out quite well. So, because what I don't want to do is waste anything, and if they're in the fridge, they stay hard, because they're ripe at home avocados. I showed you, didn't I? On Tuesday, you get 4 in a pack. So that's my little avocado. Now, I've just done 1 egg because I don't want 2 eggs. If you want 2 eggs, that's okay. I'm going to put my salt on. Oof. Before I put my egg on. So, get back to the eggy. The eggy. So, all I'm going to do... Oh, crikey, malakey. Oh, that's a bit of water. Is just... get me spoon, right, and I'm just going to put the spoon, I can't take you to the sink, guys, I need to wait for me stand. I'm going to put the spoon in there and drain the water off. Now take your time, because you don't want to lose the egg down the sink, do you? So just be mindful, and just, no rush, just, you know, bear with me, guys. Just take your time and enjoy making the food, because that's half of it. You're prepping, you're preparing. That's half of it. The other week, I had an air fryer, and I'm not saying get rid of your air fryer. That's not what I'm saying. But I thought, it's not saving me anymore, that air fryer. It did at the time, you know, and I thought, no, I don't no longer want to just shove something in the air fryer and walk away. And at first it was hard, but what it's done is, it's made me, so I've just drained that off, bit of water in there, got the spoon, just do like that to the side, get your water off, and then pop it on. But I just thought it's time for it to go, you know. I didn't use it all the time, but I certainly did use it. So I thought, no, it's time for you to go. I've had enough of you. So I'm not saying get rid of yours, I'm just saying it's helped me. So there it is, right, and then watch. Can you see? I'll show you a little over the head one. Now, the first few times you do it, you might end up with a hard-boiled one, but the more your confidence grows and the more you get your visuals on your food and you think, oh yeah, you'll know, you will know, you know. So just show you a little pick, bear with me. So that's it, and that's a nice soft boiled poached egg, isn't it? It's lovely. I think that's really, really nice. And do you know how I did that? I put it on, put the pan on, and just get a nice fork, spare with it. I was cooking a poached egg, and when I first started cooking these, I was at Pan, by the way, Poundland, £2. I've had that ages, it's brilliant. So I was doing some breakfast. Maybe Abigail was here with the baby or something. No, it wasn't before. It was before the baby was born. I was doing some breakfast and I put it on and I put the egg in, and I'd walked away with it still up high, and I came back, excuse me guys, and it poached. So it was total fluke. Do you know what I mean? But look what came out of it, and sometimes that's often what happens. But if we all, you know, we're all nervous, you know, like, it's a bit messy to eat this, guys, but it's nice. You know, about what we do, we get nerves, but, you know, nerves sometimes can be good, and just trust your own judgment, and just gonna have a little bitey, I think. It's gonna be a messy one, but you're gonna have to bear with me. And just have a go, and what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work out. Well, it's not bad, is it? Because you've had a go, and the next time you do it, you're gonna, you know, your confidence is gonna grow, and just enjoy it. Let's have a little bitey. No. Drink. I tell you what, that is absolutely lovely, and how simple is that? And I know you might say, well, I can't cook. Well, I couldn't cook either. Well, I could, I just didn't know I could, because my confidence always held me back, that fear. Oh, it'll be rubbish, you're not any good, and you'll get it all wrong, and held me back for so many years, you know, even when I was cooking, like, for the kids and that. You know, kids don't criticise, do they? But, you know, I've stepped out of my comfort zone and I'm enjoying it, 100% enjoying it, and I want you to enjoy it too. And that bread, do you remember yesterday, if you watched me yesterday video, it was like, oh, it's not going to work. Do you know what? It's absolutely delicious. And that's just me starting going. I did my soda bread. Wasn't great, it was edible. That was a bit doughy in the middle. But that yesterday, if you looked, I put it back in, didn't I? But this morning, that just tastes divine. Now, if I can do it, you can do it. Do you know what I mean? And I've got faith in you. So give it a go and have a go, and, you know, it'll all work out. It really, really will. So just do it. Yeah, please. I'm going to be, do you know what I said about my cookies? I'm going to put the sweeties in them. So I'm going to do them later. Now for tea, I'm going to have some more of the bread and that beans mix that I did last night. You know, the simple tea. As I said, I made loads, didn't I? Because I used the kidney beans and the lentils. So I had a massive portion, but that'll last me a good few days. Now that bread, I think, Probably get about 3 or 4 days outside. It won't go mouldy, I don't think, but it might go a bit dry, but I'm going to have that, and that's absolutely fine. So guys, I hope you enjoy that. It is really, really delicious. I'm going to finish off now and eat it all up. Yum, yum, yum. I will speak to you soon. And as always, what do we say? Take care of yourselves, love yourself, and be kind to yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.